What's cracking, yo? Welcome back to Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. Ja Morant be waking up in the morning confused, forgetting his name, Ja Morant. Ja Morant wake up in the morning and think that he Ja Rule. He think he Ja Rule. Brother, you are Ja Morant. You got the wrong person. You got the wrong persona. You are Ja Morant. You are not Ja Rule. Figure out which Ja you are, because you are mistaken, my friend. But you know what? Ja Rule fake gangster too. So is Ja Morant. So maybe they are one and the same. Initially, I wasn't going to put out a video on this Ja Morant situation. I didn't do any content initially when the first incident came around with the quote unquote gun charges, if you will. And I wasn't going to put out a video about this one. Generally because I just don't care. I know a lot of people are up in arms about it, rightfully so, as content creators and analysts. It's a big talking point in the NBA regarding one of the bigger stars in the NBA. And a lot of people are emotionally attached to the situation. Me, not so much. Like I said, I don't care. Like, when it happened the first time, I was just sitting back laughing and chuckling. And then when it happened again, I sat back and I chuckled. It's like, Ja Morant at it again. So I don't have any emotional, like, I'm not sitting there just angry at Ja Morant. Why are you doing this to your career? This is a bad example for the NBA. And I don't feel bad for him either. And then I hear a lot of people keep giving him excuses after excuses after excuses, whatever the excuse may be. And but I had a couple people that asked me, hey, we would like to hear your opinion on the most recent Ja Morant situation. If you haven't heard, which you've probably seen the video by now, he was in the passenger seat of a car, him and his boy bumping to some jams, bumping to some music. He pulls out what appears to be and probably is a gun in his left hand. It wasn't Ja Morant's Instagram Live, it was his boy's Instagram Live recording. Now both of these guys are stupid. Maybe for me it's common sense, right? It's how everything happened between his friends starting to film the Instagram Live, Ja Morant noticing that he's filming on Instagram Live and still pulls out the blicky. I'm just like, both of y'all stupid. Unless you want this. Maybe they just want this. Maybe they want this attention. Maybe they want this backlash. You've probably heard me say before, and I'll continue to say this, I don't care what NBA players do in their off time and their free time. As long as they are ready to play the game and come out and perform at a high level. I don't care. You could tweet, you could hit the club up, dance with all the girls, party till the sun come up. But if you go out there and perform at the end of the day, shit, do you, man. I ain't gonna criticize you and criticize your game and try to, draw parallels to that in your game as long as you perform. So like I said, I don't care if Ja Morant poses with guns, but I understand why this is a bad look for him, because you are part of a brand. You are part of the National Basketball Association, a brand, a image. And being a part of this NBA and a prominent figure, an all-star, one of the bigger names in the NBA, you have to uphold this image that is the National Basketball Association. And by you over here posing with blickies and heaters, handguns, whatever, that does not fall in line with the image that the NBA is trying to portray to the mass media, to the fans, to the public. And you are damaging the NBA's reputation as well as your franchise's, the Memphis Grizzlies' reputation. And by doing so, you are ruining your reputation amongst the public. And that is what he is failing to understand. I don't give a damn about him being a fake gangster. I don't give a damn about him posing, whatever. There's a lot of posers in this world. but your posing is becoming detrimental to your NBA career. Yes, it sucks. It sucks from the perspective that when you're in the NBA, the National Basketball Association, like I said, a brand, an image, you are a role model. You are a public figure and a role model, whether you like it or not. Not everybody that gets into the NBA is role model material. Not everybody wants to be a role model. They say, hey, I didn't ask for this. The unfortunate reality of the situation is by joining the NBA, you are now a role model in the league and within the franchise and the city that you represent. And people look up to you, whether you want them to or not, as a role model. And the people that you are hired by and you play for are going to reinforce these notions and characteristics and this blueprint that you'll more or less have to follow for good behavior and setting the example of positivity and productivity. This is the reality of the situation. So you can't be around here acting like you are some other type of celebrity that's not a professional basketball player. One thing I always used to say, I love hip hop, man. I used to rap. I used to write music. I mean, I still can rap. I still can write music. But I don't do it no more. And I love basketball. And people would say to me, if you could be anything in the world between those two, would you rather be a professional basketball player in the NBA or would you rather be a rap star, a hip hop star? And I would always surprise people with my answer. And without any question, I would always say, dude, I'd be a hip hop star. I'd be a rap star any day before I'd be an NBA basketball player. You know why? Because I don't have to be a role model in the NBA. I can live my life however the hell I want to live my life. I can say whatever the hell I want to say and never have any backlash. The things people criticize basketball players for saying and doing, other types of celebrities, musicians, movie stars to a lesser degree, say the same things, do the same things, do even more egregious things, and nothing gets said about it or they get praised for it because it's considered part of the atmosphere, part of that entertainment genre. And it's accepted. But a basketball player goes and does the same things, say the same things, and they're getting canceled, and they're getting reprimanded, and they're getting disciplined for things that they did or things that they said. These are two different worlds. They are two different worlds. And if you're a national, if you're a basketball player, you cannot dip fully into what that other world has to offer and do all the things these other people do, because the NBA does not have room for that in their league. It is not accepted. And Ja Morant is failing to understand that. And I don't know why. To me, it's simple. It's a simple concept. It's simple. If I'm to ask you, hey man, if you want to pose with guns, you want to carry around your blicky, whatever, just do it off camera. Just don't make sure it's off camera. Do it inside your house, inside your bedroom with the door locked. If it makes you feel some type of way, if it gives you some kind of rush. But realistically, I just feel like he wants people to see it. It is an image he is trying to portray, and he wants people to see him be this way. That's part of it. It's part of it. The public reception to it, for the people that walk down that path, for the people that like that kind of stuff. But you're not a rapper, man. You're not an entertainer. You're not a movie star. You're a basketball player. You're Ja Morant, and your occupation is a basketball player. And until you realize that and follow the blueprint for being a role model and a basketball player that upholds the National Basketball Association's policies and golden rules, until you can understand that, you will continue to falter. And eventually, You're gonna run out of lives, man. I don't know if you a cat. I don't know if you got 9 lives. I don't know how many lives you got before the NBA indefinitely kicks you out their league. Maybe brings you back in a couple years. I've seen this type of shit happen before. But you are walking a thin line, my friend. And if you don't get this under control, if you don't figure this out, it's a very simple concept. It's a very simple concept. If you don't figure this out, you may be out the league indefinitely or for a very lengthy amount of time. But then, hey, honestly, maybe it's good for him. Because, hey, he already got his name. He is Ja Morant. Kick him out the league. He can go and be in these other circles that he wants to be in. These gangster rap, hip hop circles, whatever he wants to be in. He can still make money. He can still build the brand off this stuff. He already Ja Morant. He got money. He got a name. He got a platform. You can go do that stuff with your blicky and be happy and get that rush and that adrenaline and that good feeling that you feel from that and still make money. But you just can't do that while you're National Basketball Association player. You cannot do that while you're playing in the NBA. But if that's what you want to do, by all means, do it. I don't care. I don't care. Hell, my favorite hip hop group of all time, my favorite artist of all time, my favorite rapper of all time is Lloyd Banks. That's gangster rap music. They talk about, gangster stuff. 50 Cent. My favorite artist, not my favorite MC, but my favorite artist of all time is 50 Cent. This is what they rap about. But I draw the line between what's just entertainment and what's real. What's entertainment and what's real. A lot of people can't do that. So by all means, do what you do. I don't care. I don't care personally. We all walk different walks of life. But you wandering around here flashing these guns is a bad example for people that watch basketball and follow you as a basketball player. Man, you think parents want their kids watching their favorite player Ja Morant out here posing with guns in a car in the club, raining dollar bills on strippers' booties, huh? They don't want that type of person to be their child's role model. Not at all. This isn't the type of stuff parents want their children to be fed at a young age, filling their minds with this kind of stuff. Because they don't understand they don't understand this world. There are steps that you go through in life. There's understanding, there's knowledge you must gain so that you can properly digest and evaluate information and be able to properly categorize these things and give proper evaluation and come to a conclusion. But especially the kids, they don't know how to process this stuff. They don't understand it. Their brains aren't fully developed in a way an adult can. My parents ain't play that when I was growing up. Hell no. Shoo. Man, if my parents caught me watching a video of Ja Morant posing with the blicky, blasting hip hop music in the car, man, my dad would have came in, took my phone, cracked that joint in half, stomped on it, traveled up to freaking Mordor and Lord of the Rings, dropped my phone in the volcano with Gollum. Bro, they would have went. My dad would have went on a trip to Middle Earth, bro. Through all the lands, through all the kingdoms. Snuck right past the Eye of Sauron. What was it called? Mount Doom. Went all the way out to the mountain. Dropped my phone in the volcano. Shoot, man, I ain't playing. My parents wasn't playing that. Hell no. Hell no. Hell. When my parents would leave the house, my brothers would sneak their Wu-Tang. They had the Wu-Tang Clan CD, what was it, 36 Chambers, something like that. I can't remember the name of the album. One with the Method Man song. And when my parents left the house, they sneak, play the music, pop it in the old Packard Bell computer with the special features on the DVD. You could see the Method Man video. Snap back like a rubber band, Method Man. That joint go hard. But anyway, I got sidetracked. I got off topic. But anyway, yes, this is my opinion. That is my opinion on the. I have no emotional attachment to John Morant. I don't care with this guy. If this guy wants to throw his life away, listen. By all means, be an idiot. Do what you want to do. If you want to ruin your NBA career, do what you want to do. Just whatever makes you happy. But the fact of the matter is, you're going to continue to go through this cycle until you're kicked out, until you can understand that this type of behavior is not accepted in the NBA. And if you want to go do something else and be happy and do these kind of things, you can do that. But you can't do it while you're a basketball player, bro. It's just not accepted. It's not. It's not. If he wants to do this, I don't care. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. And I see so many people, oh, he's young. Oh, he's young. Oh, he's young. He's young. He's young. I was like, yeah, all right. You might be able to give him that excuse first couple times, but at some point, you understand, some people lack they are unable to learn, right? If you continue to make the same mistakes over again, that shows a lack in learning. You are not able to go through something, process it, learn from your mistakes, and act different accordingly so you do not make the same mistakes over again. You are not learning. You lack the ability to learn, at least in certain situations. That is what he is showing to me. And that doesn't necessarily have to do with youth. I know people older than me that keep making the same mistakes over again. That doesn't necessarily equate to being youthful or being young, because even young children, they get burnt once, they're not going to make the same mistake over again. So I'm not here to give them that. Maybe the first time I was a young player, but after that, nah, bro. You just lack the ability to learn in certain situations. Or maybe you don't want to learn. I don't know. And then I didn't buy in when he went through his first suspension and he checked in somewhere to get help for like a couple of days and then left. I never buy in. When people do that, I never buy into that stuff. It's like, if you really have a problem, a couple of days normally isn't going to fix a legitimate problem. Some type of, what's the word I want to use? Some type of inhibiting, I don't want to say disease, but just, what's the word I want to use? It's a disorder. I don't know the word I want to use. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, if you have some type of disability of some sort that is correctable with treatment, rehabilitation, all that stuff, then that is a process. But checking in somewhere and then releasing a statement, I've never buy into that stuff, man. When players release statements, they're just, half the time they're just doing what the public is demanding them to do, what the team is demanding them to do, and what the league is demanding them to do. Put out a public statement for the image of our organization, of our association, and for your image, so that we can make people happy and continue to move on. That's why I never really buy into that. Sometimes people make sincere statements and sometimes not. They're just checking the boxes for getting back on the court and checking the boxes for getting back in the good graces of the league and the public. So when he checked in and all that stuff, I was like, yeah, whatever, man. If he really has a problem, he needs to really take some time out, reflect on himself, and figure out what he needs to do, whatever that is. Because to me, it's a simple concept. In his situation, just don't pose with guns on camera, bro. Maybe switch up the circle of people you're hanging out with. I don't know. But to me, it's simple. But for some people, it's not. It's a struggle. Some people some of the more simpler things, they just have trouble understanding, or they just can't pull away from these lifestyles and bad habits. It could be an addiction, like anything else. Addictions are are hard to break. Addictions have a strong grip on your life and your behavior. It could very well be an addiction with him. Like any other addiction. Smoking, alcohol, pornography, cheating, adultery, speeding, whatever the case may be. People get adrenaline rushes from these kinds of things. Whatever produces these endorphins or whatever that makes people feel some type of way. These are addictions and they're hard to break. Maybe for him it's an addiction, like I said. And if he wants to continue to dip into this addiction, he can't do it in the NBA. Is what it comes down to. Go be a rap star, man. Go be a rap star. Maybe you won't have to pay Ice Spice $500,000 to get inside her guts like Jordan Poole. Maybe you could go get Ice Spice for free if you hop into that circle. Now you a hip hop star, Ja. Go ahead. You could get Ice Spice for the Lolo. You ain't gotta spend $500,000. Anyway, that's my opinion on the Ja Morant situation. I don't care. I don't care if he gets kicked out the league. I don't care if he gets suspended 3 months. I don't care. But just the reality situation is, if he doesn't understand this, he's going to be gone for a long time or indefinitely. And that's what it comes down to. You are a role model, whether you like it or not, and you have an image to uphold, whether you like it or not, when you are in the NBA. That's simple. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about it. Oh, actually, I'm not done. One more thing. I keep hearing people say, oh, Ja Morant is this intelligent person. He's one of the more intelligent people. Have you ever heard him talk? I've heard Ja Morant talk a lot. There's nothing that strikes me as some super intelligent guy. Why do they keep saying this? I've heard people say this about other players. Oh, this guy's Kyrie Irving. This guy's so intelligent. This guy's so intelligent. People say I'm smart and I'm intelligent. And I'll be the first person to tell them, like, no. I know what I know, right? And intelligence is also subjective to a degree at the same time. But I may be smart at the things I know, but there's a lot of shit I really don't know, and I feel like a complete idiot because I feel like I probably should know these things. Maybe a basketball player is smart about basketball and intelligent about basketball to varying degrees. But when I hear Ja Morant, when I look at Ja Morant, he does not strike me as a highly intelligent being or like some super smart person. I've seen some highly intelligent basketball players that are generally extremely intelligent on a lot of different matters and subjects. Example, Kobe Bryant was a freaking brainiac. Highly intelligent. Dedicated his life to studying all kinds of things and absorbing knowledge. And there has been other players to varying degrees that are highly intelligent. Ja Morant is not. Neither is Kyrie. Kyrie comes off as tries to be this Nostradamus, Gandhi guy, deep thinker type thing, but he doesn't strike me as a highly intelligent person. Okay? So please shut this Ja Morant is just so smart, so highly intelligent. Chill. Like, people make mistakes, but please chill with that. Sorry, I have to disagree. Now like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Peace.